I've never met somebody successful who doesn't work their ass off. I've never met somebody successful. I'm sure they exist that gets up at 9 a.m.
for an extended period of time.
Yeah, I've never seen that. But then, and so when we talked about this the other day, but then you have these guys that are billionaires saying you can get everything done in a 5-hour work week. And like, yeah, when you're taking your first dollar and repurposing that dollar, that is true, but not the first time. Bezos worked out of a garage, probably working 100 hours a week. First dollar earned, he worked his ass off. Now he can repurpose that money in the index fund or whatever, and he can make passive income. So I think that's my definition of passive. It's not passive when you make it the first time.
KD, so the collective, we talked about it. I think, so you're trying to do something different. You guys are building this that you believe is a fix for all the holes that maybe are in whatever all these coaching companies, right? Because I have this belief, and I want people to push back, but I don't think there's any use in starting a company doing it the same way that other companies are already doing it. Because all you're doing is coming to a marketplace and trying to take dollars.
Yeah.
Right? You're not serving anyone differently. You're not providing for a need. And so you can do it. We have the right to, but that's a really hard business. If you're coming in and going to do it the exact same way that somebody's already controlling the market share. Like for what? So you believe that you're tweaking it and doing it different and providing need in a different, unique way.
I mean, Andy Andrews said this to me at an event years ago in person, small event. He's a great motivational speaker. I think he coached Nick Saban. And he said, if you want to beat your competition, you can't do the same thing as them. You have to go the opposite direction. Like, otherwise it's a race to the bottom. And I believe that. And so I don't think we're trying to be different. Kyle and I are different. Like, you know, we rolled into that event. He goes, look at those thugs. And then what did I say to you guys? Well, that's what he's getting tomorrow. I said, well, okay. Now, 10 years ago, I would have been so insecure. I'd be like, oh, I better go back and get a different outfit on. Shoot, what suit should I wear? I don't want to offend him. We are just two different cats, man. Not right, not wrong. We're different. That's why Kyle and I became friends. We were both speaking on the same topic at the same event, both separate companies competing for the same eyeballs, in essence, right?
Yeah.
And I reached out to you, or you reached out to me. You're like, hey, man, we're going to be speaking. I want to make sure I don't trip over what you're saying. I don't want to make you look bad. And I want to make sure that what we talk about doesn't contradict each other, because I have just a level of courtesy for humans. And I had heard about him. I heard he was a good guy, and I wanted to show respect. Then we get on our call. What's the first thing? I have ADHD, and I just accidentally interrupt people. He starts talking about whatever, and I interrupted him. What is that on your hat? So first thing I said to you. And what was this? What was your hat?
Ken Griffey Jr.
And I'm from Seattle. And I saw this silhouette. And I go, what is that? Why do you have that on your hat? We start talking. We start laughing, talk about hats.
You know, he was born in Cincinnati.
Ken Griffey Jr.?
Was he?
Yeah, because his dad played here.
He was born here, and he went to Moeller High School in Cincinnati.
Yeah. That's why he wanted to come back.
Well, he came back. I mean, he doesn't really
Listen,
consider
like,
Seattle home.
Why are you doing this?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, in
pot,
the Hall of Fame, he will wear a Mariners jersey, but he left that place to come home.
It didn't work out well.
It didn't work out. He got hurt. It didn't work out really well. So I just want to throw that in there.
But I mean, we are authentically us.
Yeah.
You and I had a really long conversation last night where we're
and
very different.
And in the car
and
for 2
it
hours.
helped me sleep. I slept better and I was exhausted. But you are who you are, and I'm not going to convince you otherwise. And I am who I am, and you're not. Now, it doesn't mean I'm not going to learn and adapt, but I'm doing that because of me, not because you're going to pressure me. That's Kyle. Like, he is who he is, right? He is unashamed of who he is, and he's authentic. And we show up online exactly as we show up in person. And I don't think a lot of people outside of coaching, just in general, are doing that. And it's exhausting to put on a different uniform every day, every hour, based on who you're meeting with. And that takes energy away from you being at your best. And you can't afford in this market, in real estate, lending, whatever.
Life.
You can't afford to be spending good effort on bad energy.
If you want to do great things.
That's it.
If you want to be mediocre, you can. Man,
yeah, get off, punch the clock at 5, go get your microwave dinner, crack your cheap beer, sit on your porch and talk about those people who are doing more. And that's not I'm not being disrespectful. That's what like, if that's your legacy that you want, my job is to help you get to that porch sooner, make that a nicer porch, make sure that you can pick whatever beer you want. And if you want 7 kids, there's 7 kids in the yard. That's my job. That's what I believe. Not to make you not want that porch. But I got to come from a place of just true authenticity. We talk about our struggles. We talk about our lives, and we're unashamed in doing that. And our goal, I believe, unspoken, is if we do that, then you're going to feel more comfortable doing that. And that's really important.
It's a good.
I just love listening to you guys.
That's your response because you're just such a nice guy.
No, what I love about what I get to do inside of the collective is, and I'm sure this is true in every industry, but we, the three of us, have spent a lot of time in the real estate and mortgage world. And it just feels like almost everybody is switching masks out.
Yeah.
All day, every day. Right? It feels like everybody's like trying to they think success is going to be their identity, and that's what they're fighting for. And the nicer their suit is, that's their identity. And so we've all watched people chase after these things that are so fleeting. And so I just love helping people realize that, like, who you actually are is awesome and can be awesome and can be better. And that's my favorite thing about what we get to do is just help people realize, like, man, you have so much more to give, but you've got to let some things go and be who you were designed to be. And then it's a fun journey to watch people begin to really, like, find that confidence because of themselves, not just because of outside sources.